Hello everybody. My car was acting strange recently. The engine was dying on red or stop signs at intersections, and it was hard to start it again. Then it was running for weeks, no problem. I had this kind of problem with my other Volvo with LH Jetronic. It turned out that the fuel relay was bad and reflowing solder brought it back to life. The one that is acting now is the Regina system model. I looked up the fuel relay location, pulled it out, and opened it. But there was no board, no solder. Thank God, and the internet, I have electric diagrams. There is one more relay. This one is energizing not only the fuel pump relay, but also fuel injectors and the idle control valve. Sure enough, that is why I was reading 223 codes. Signal missing from to idle control valve. 111 code on the ignition system. No fault. This radio suspension relay looked okay. I checked internal connections. Those two power the coil. Those two close the circuit. So I ran a test on this thing. Multimeter set to ohms, connected to the relay switch. The coil is hooked up to the power supply. Power on. The switch works. Okay, so I have the contact. But is it solid? Injectors and the air control valve draw some amps. Without a good connection, the current will not flow. I will examine the relay with this cheap camera microscope. Hold on a second. Houston, we have a problem. Microscopic cracks in solder. Strange. This car is only 28 years old and has just 242k miles on the clock. Let's bring it back to life. Some flux, and I reflow the solder. Would be better to use bigger iron, but I don't have one. It's a hint for Santa. Almost perfect. I wash out the flux with alcohol. Into the box it goes. Must be original. 1993. The fuel pump relay goes back to its place. The shelf with a lighter socket. The ashtray. The radio suspension relay sits on the inner fender wall. One way to plug it in. The hook. Done. And it runs. This ignition coil indicates the Regina system in old Volvos. Till next time.